go. Did it.
Gimme.
Now let's see what we can do with this material.
Hello everybody, my name is John Leach, and I'm back and fired up to continue my adventure through Horizon Zero Dawn to what is possibly the finale of it. The definite finale of this game. This is the last mission, and I have made sure to level our gal Aloy up to the maximum, along with equipping her with the best armor in the game, the Shield Weaver armor. What's up, everyone? Just got some holograms on, flashing around my body. Think nothing of it. You know, I'm just one of the machines now, and I'm epic as hell. No, I'm better than the machine. Anyway. As you can see from, there's a blue bar on my health now. As you know, it was red from before, but now with the Shield Weaver outfit, it basically just grants me another thing of health bar, which regenerates after a few seconds after it's damaged, before getting to my actual health. So yeah, pretty epic, and I'm pretty pumped for this finale. Despite going through it already a good amount of times, it's still going to be epic, especially now that after all the work I've done of gathering allies and making sure I got all the side quests completed. Can't wait to have those conversations with those characters again, with the Last Stand in Meridian against the Shadow Carja and Hades. But also, one of Sobeck's journals had finally repaired itself. So, may as well read that real fast. And because these will be repairing themselves throughout the final mission. And we'll start off with one. Just wrapped inspection of Gaia Prime site. Construction is well underway. Reactors installed. Plans for control room remind me of Starship Bridge on those cheesy old sci-fi vids. SF vids. Living spaces for alphas already completed. Prefab models. Fingers crossed we never have to seal ourselves in here. Not that Elysium sounds much better. Spent last week at the Bryce site designing ZD project labs, drawing up protocols. The base we're repurposing was huge. Plenty of room for work spaces and resident blocks. The work crews already set up my office/lab. I'm not a fan of the glass wall. Guess Murray's intention was to incent me as all-seeing presence. Opposite effect. Makes me feel watched on display. Tempted to paint it all over. Harris recorded his presentation yesterday. Suitable bleak schedule to record mine Friday. As soon as reception, lounge, holo theaters, and first residence block at ZD site are finished, we'll start processing the candidates being held outside Tuscan 27 already. Extraction teams prioritizing Pac Rim and Aussie candidates. How scared and confused they must be, snatched off the street, carted across the world, held in cells. Here's hoping they understand once they see the big picture. Going to catch a few hours sleep here, then fly back to the ZD site. Harris promised delivery of QB kicks by noon. Expect MK1 will take 2 weeks to machine, assemble, and test. I aim to launch Gaia at 0-6T grounding. From there, I'll spin her up past 1.0. Is that DT or 0T? Dash, wonder how long it'll take to break the 1-38T record. My can go hang. Sleep. Okay then. So that was an interesting start to our readings that will be throughout this episode, I guess. But now, Kilvad, dude, shit's going down. Need your help. Protect the spire. Nora coming. Along with Shadowcard, but not together.
A threat. Helis
Big one.
commands a legion of fanatics called the Eclipse. They will attack soon from the west, with an army of ancient war machines. But that's not the worst of it.
It gets
They'll bring
better. I mean,
blood
worse.
with them. God, demon, machine, whatever you want to call it. It's called Hades. And it doesn't want
And it
Meridian at all.
is some scary
It
shit,
wants the
man.
spire. And if it gets there, it will send out a call, waking more ancient machines, more than we could ever defeat. All will be lost. We can't let that happen.
I'm trying to understand, but my responsibility lies with Meridian.
That's cool.
Meridian
Just, you know.
isn't the target, Avad. You have to defend the spire.
Perhaps the Vanguard, Your Radiance.
Yes. Send them to the spire. Aaron knows Aloy. He won't question it.
And have
Obviously.
the City Guard fortify the western
No
ridge.
one questions AO at this
There they
point.
can
Come
be
on.
seen to protect Meridian and the Elite, where the spire rests.
Aloy, allow me to apologize for my behavior before. After everything that happened with Ursa,
Look,
I was confused.
don't need to say a thing, dude.
If
I
we
know.
fight together on the
I'm
brink of
sexy as
life
shit.
and death, I'd prefer to do so with your forgiveness.
Then you have
But I'm more
it,
badass than sexy.
as long as you don't confuse me with her again.
Even a king can learn his lesson.
How can you confuse anyone with Aloy?
I'm glad
She's
that's
fucking
behind
Aloy.
us.
She's her own.
Now, it will take time to prepare our defenses. Please, tell me what you know of our enemies. Everything.
I don't know about everything, but I'll tell you what I can.
Sorry, I'm just really excited.
Preparations are underway on the ridge of defenses and at the spire. Word was sent to every corner of the Sundom. Our allies offered their steel. Some came for Meridian, others for shards. But many came for you, by name.
Of course.
For me.
Don't be so humble.
Yes, look, Aloy, you know this. You've been everywhere and done a lot of shit for a lot of people.
The ridge will be the front
Let's
line.
get to it.
That's where the City Guard are holding?
Yes, bolstered by some of the irregulars I spoke of before.
Let me guess. Nil.
And the spire. Erend and the Vanguard are there?
Indeed. Clashing breastplates together and testing out their battle cries, I suppose. A number of the
Classic
Nora
Aaron.
have
And
also arrived at the spire.
I can see him now.
Resisted the offer.
Everyone, remember to hold your fruit.
Perhaps you could parley.
I will.
So what
I
happens
suppose all
now?
we can do
We
is wait for the
kick
attack.
some ass, Aloy.
Exactly. It's not a feeling I cherish, but our spotters at Evening Sign report there's still no movement in the west. So, if there's more you need to do elsewhere, seize this time to do it. Otherwise, I've made the apartment of Olin Delverson available to you. You can sleep there, if sleep comes.
While sleep sounds nice, I am too pumped up, and those should not say optional. Those are all things that definitely need to happen, and I need to go talk with all my friends that I've made throughout my journey, along with reading some more files from Elisabet Sobeck, my clone, the person who I'm cloned of. Last time I visited Prime was November of last year. Months since have been a blur. Flew out last night to oversee installation of the Central and the Master Override. You're welcome, Ted, which was completed by 0430. So I decided to grab a few hours of sleep here before heading back to ZD. Called Gaia before I bedded down. I was sensible to update her on the site plan, but the truth is I missed her. I've developed a habit of speaking to her before I sleep. Seems to be the only thing that calms me these days. Oh. Okay. Yep, okay, now we're getting into the emotion of it. Woke to a message from Oswald. The Odyssey launched yesterday. So terrestrial life's chance of survival has doubled. Why then do I feel so uneasy? I just keep wondering what kind of world Far Zenith will create if the ship reaches its destination. So many decades from now, and I worry about the alpha build of Apollo. So much knowledge, so few restraints, and no fail-safes. How will they avoid repeating our mistakes, and what's not to stop them from playing God? Oh, see what I mean? What I mean? My theories that I've been building up throughout this playthrough. Now that I've been reading about this Far Zenith crew, I'm gonna share them later at the end. Forwarded the Odyssey message to the Alphas. Noto replied in less than a minute with a poem, of course, The Building of the Ship by Loungefellow, and it's long. Alright, I didn't read all of it, but it seems to be about launching a ship rather than building one. This stanza, or couplet, or whatever, leapt out at me. Humanity with all its fears, with all its hopes of future years, it is hanging breathless on thy fate. Alright? Yeah. Odyssey and Zero Dawn, both. Speaking of which, I should get back to ZD. Guess I should stop by Noto's lab and check on Demeter's progress. Demeter's? 2. If I can get out of there without a volume of Tensins pressed into my hands, I'll count myself lucky. Till next time.
Have you just polished that armor, Uthid?
Of course.
Isn't that a little...
What?
Nothing.
Out with it, woman.
Forget I said anything. You look very dignified.
Thank you.
And shiny. Very shiny.
You two are adorable. And since you're most recent, may as well start with you. Why not?
Little Huntress, you called, so here I am.
Ready to fight?
Fight? I thought you just wanted tea and conversation. Is there a battle coming? I wasn't informed.
Well, that can't be true. You're always informed.
Ah.
So I am. We've only met a few times, and yet you know me so well.
I don't think I know you at all. But I'd like to.
When I hear that line, it usually means something else. Can I tell you a secret?
Of course.
I've been waiting
Imagine
for this
Uthid has
fight
been talking to you
my
about that,
whole
I'm guessing.
life. The enemy we face today is the same that turned Meridian into a slave pit and Sunfall into a bloodbath. Fanatics who torture and murder mothers, fathers, families, children, and say it's the will of the sun.
Yep.
I
Classic
hate
bullshit.
them, Aloy. I've got the scars of their whips on my back to prove it. And today, we can get rid of them once and for all. I said
Hell
I came
yeah.
for you, but that was only half the truth. I came for them. This time, they're not getting away.
I'm with you, Vanasha. We'll fight them together.
And I
Especially
won't forget
considering
it,
the
Little
heat
Huntress.
we're packing, which I shall see in a
Tomorrow?
second.
May the sun rise in a better world.
Alright. Uthid?
Aloy?
Yes.
At ease, Uthid. Meridian will be glad to have you on its side. And I am too.
The honor is mine. You saved my epitaph from being a fine soldier but a fool of a man.
I'm hoping you won't need any kind of epitaph just yet.
As the sun wills. When you found me, I was trying to eke out a glorious death. But now, a glorious life seems more preferable. To watch Edelman play in the low gardens
As he looks at
still
Vanasha when he says
surrounded by
that.
a dozen guards, but
Yup.
what you did, Aloy, it was done well. Although
Oh,
I
Vanasha
can't
freaking out
shake
there a bit.
this road, Vanasha. She delights in goading me, like brazen colors waved before a behemoth.
Do you want me to ask her to stop?
No, I accept it. Well then,
Which he says with a smile.
Meridian shall stand and shadows shall fall. I swear it.
Here's to that, Uthid.
Hell yeah! You two are adorable. Yeah, they're definitely banging. Alita!
Alita, I'm
Aren't
pleased
you the
to
one?
see you, but what are you
Weren't you
doing?
the one?
I'm helping prepare for the battle.
Weren't you the one whose
If
brother
Patrol
was
were
a
here, we would've
psychopath who
fought
got your
together.
father murdered?
I know it. So I'm doing everything I can. Digging battlements, collecting
Oh no no
herbs,
no! You were.
anything that makes a difference. I can't take his place. Nothing can take his place. But I'm here for him, for both
Yeah.
of us.
I understand.
Okay, yeah,
why
you know,
we're so
you're the one
sorry.
who had this,
Will always be
who had a
with me.
romance story with Shadow Carja
Sun and
guy.
shadow still meet for a moment, every dawn and dusk. I should give you this, to help in the battle. By the sun, I hope you don't need it.
Thank you, Alita. Be safe.
Petra, my gal, you got the big guns. I see you do.
Petra!
Here she is, the guest of honor. I knew there was something about you. Hammered from the stuff they make leaders out of. And I don't say that to every Nora girl who blows through my town.
That happens to you a lot?
Had to build a wall to fend them off.
Good thing I'm persistent then.
I've missed our little talks. Murad
As
asked me
have
to look
I.
over the city arsenal. These guns have aged well. That runs in the Ostrom, no? They were the pride of the Mainspring forges. So I've taken greater pride in improving them.
Me,
Can
me,
I try
me,
one?
me to test them out.
Everybody wants a turn. Have at it then. The target
course,
should put up
Aloy's
a
got
little
pride
less
and
of a
access.
fight than those bandit raiders did.
Yep. Oh, oh, oh. Ah, yeah. Still just as cool.
It hits nice and wide.
Meow.
Range is good. Try the next.
And a close range, why not? Cause fuck it.
See? That'll knock a machine on its ass, ancient or no.
Ah.
With these, I think we could hold off an army.
Oh,
I
yes
appreciate
indeed.
your help, Petra. This battle, I don't know what's gonna happen.
We're
We'll see
gonna
each other
kick
again.
ass, Aloy. Believe
Next time
it.
could be the time I'll convince you to stick with
Naruto.
the free heap.
Petra, you know
I do. Always had a weakness for restless girls, though.
Nakoa!
Nakoa.
This was that
Came to fight.
overarching
How could I not?
mission I was talking about two
During
episodes
the Red
ago.
Raids, there was only one Karja butcher the Nora feared more than Zaid.
Helis.
I would stand against
That
any
bastard.
army
He
leads,
killed my
no
Ross
matter
Pops.
how strong. For the Nora he terrorized, for myself, and for my father.
We'll stop him. You have my word.
Your word means a lot, especially now. Because of you, I hear the sacred land is opened. If we win, I can go home. It'll be good
Here,
to see Jan again.
trust me, I've gotten them to get over this shit with the whole
I'm with
Alma
you.
there and all that. The Nor tried,
Till the
right,
end.
son? Ah, yep. We helped Nakoa kill her father, kill her father's killer, and now we're gonna take care of my father's killer. Ah, now then, Geneva.
They called you back to duty.
So, you're the one behind all this commotion? Who made Sun King Avad finally show his sword arm from behind those robes?
A king can be fierce and fair, Geneva. He's a good man.
Mm-hmm.
A smart man, too. He had Murad offer all my prisoners a royal pardon if they'd fight for Meridian. A whole
Ah,
motley lot of them agreed. Didn't take much convincing.
With your kind of convincing, I don't doubt it.
I mean,
Ha,
considering the world's
this
gonna end
time I
if
went
they
easy
don't
on
help.
them. Those who commit the crime of attacking Meridian, they'll see less of my lenient side. May the sun blaze at your back, Aloy.
Hey, Nil, my favorite psychopath. Favorite sociopath.
No?
Hey, they told me her name. I said hair like a splash of blood, tenacious as a scrapper's jaws. I
Mm-hmm.
thought about what you
Yep,
said.
that's Nil.
Every time, the wound you gave me caught on my ribs.
But I didn't wound you.
Not by now. Still, I forgive. A duel is such a fleeting joy. If one of us had ended the other, we'd have missed all this. The weight before blood is shed, like the scrape of a blade across your teeth.
Nil, you're making it difficult to be glad to see you. But you're needed. The battle
Yep.
will begin.
Hard, I was assured the odds would be near impossible.
And you signed up anyway?
Impossible odds, fine company, killing without consequence. How could I resist?
Classic Nil.
An alert.
Oh, Deb.
Aloy,
Damn it.
I told you I'd be here.
You did, Teb.
Mm-hmm.
But have your wounds even had time to heal?
Honestly, if I fought, I'd probably come undone. But don't worry, I'll leave that to the other Nora at the Spire. I brought supplies
Just
instead. These Carja
create the
made me an
badass
honorary
clothing.
quartermaster.
You got good taste in that.
It sounds impressive.
I could get used to it. We'll be setting up caches of arms and medicine under these banners. Look for them when the fighting starts. Aloy, when you went into the mountain, did the goddess tell you our chances?
She didn't need to. I know we can do this, Teb.
Maybe we can.
We got this, man. And can I have the supplies? Yes, I can.
Place really
Thank you.
couldn't be more different from the sacred land, could it?
Oh, Sobeck journals. Sorry, Ted, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but okay. Halloween. Travis came by trick or treating, dressed up like me. What? Should have seen that coming. I gave him a half-eaten packet of dandy wafers as a treat and kicked him out. But not before he invited me to some kind of Italian horror extravaganza. He organized for ZD staff, seriously, as though there isn't enough horror in the world already. Hopefully he didn't decide to take out, put on Terminator, because that would have been probably in poor taste. Anyway, I was already scheduled to fly out here to G Prime for final inspections with Harris and the President's delegation. Ted was here, too, and he was not looking good. Kept fidgeting and couldn't seem to look me in the face without blinking. I was relieved when he boarded his vert and flew back to Phoebus. Gag. Though I guess I shouldn't complain. If he wants to build himself a deluxe shelter to ride out the apocalypse, let him. Keeps him out of Elysium and away from me. Christ. Understandable, especially considering after everything we see Ted do and what he did. Harris stuck around long enough to give me a detailed briefing on the strategic situation. Basically, we've entered the terminal phase, as though the color of the sky when I was flying over here wasn't clue enough. Another 2 or 3 weeks and the atmosphere won't be breathable. The last vestiges of European and West African sieve bridges are trapped with their backs against the Atlantic. The swarm that scuttled across the Antarctic is crossing the Straits of Magellan, about to start its death crawl up South America towards the Amazon. All the work we did to rainforest, and it comes to this. And advanced elements of the Pacific swarms are already skirmishing with units on the Kalmar seawall wall. The nose is tightening. Projections show we can still finish in time, but the margin of error is ±10 days. Not a good spread. If the plague breaks through ahead of schedule, well, it just can't. I will not let that happen. Enough writing. I need to get back to Zero Dawn. Talana!
Talana, why are you here?
I'm your hawk. Where else would I be?
Defending Meridian with Avad?
I leave that to the rest of the lodge. I will not stand aside while one of mine fights alone. Not again.
Yes, Sisters United!
You're risking your life for all of us. You can't ask me to stand by and watch. Not when I have the power to change it.
Then I won't ask you.
It's settled. I will fight by your side. My only request,
Name it.
leave the biggest machine for me.
Oh.
No promises.
Yeah, we'll take it on together. It will make it a pushover, but yeah, anything's pushover to these two badass women at this point. Sona, what's up?
War Chief Sona.
What's the sitch?
War Chief, you seem uncomfortable.
The Nora do not belong here. I do not belong here. I
Oh,
will
come
fight
on,
the
we're
metal
having
devil that
fun.
threatens us all.
As
But
Neil would
my
say.
place is in the
And I'd
sacred
say.
land. The wrongness here jags at me like an arrowhead.
I'm sorry to put you through this.
Do not be sorry. This will be ended. My spear, my word.
Alrighty then. Yeah, bro.
Greetings, Aloy. Don't. You don't need to bow. The Anointed doesn't like it.
She doesn't much like being called anointed either. It means a lot to have you here, Varl.
I gave my word.
So, Meridian, what do you think?
I've seen many new things since I first met you. I should thank you.
Varl, what's wrong?
You really want to know?
Just like your mother, you have a problem being outside the Norland?
I'm in a foreign land, a tainted land, defending a faithless city that looks like nothing I've seen. From something I can't imagine.
I know, it's
And
epic,
you,
man.
After all that's happened, all you've done, I feel like I should drop to my knees and worship you, but I know you don't want that.
Boy, things are
I
pretty
know.
tough for you, huh?
Yep.
Thanks
It's
for
understandable,
telling
Varl.
Nora not to
I
bow.
know.
It's the last thing.
I'm Aloy. So, you know.
Don't be too hard on them. They only joined this fight because the Anointed bid it so.
Is that why you came?
No. I would have come just to see you one more time.
Oh.
And we must fight a metal devil, because the goddess says. Or because you say.
I
It
think
also
the
might be the
goddess
end of the
and I are
world,
in
so,
agreement.
you know, there's that too.
We're both glad you're here.
So am I.
Alright, cool. And I did in fact see, the Namen.
O great sun, how does your gaze fall? In approval or approach? Turn our heads with your daily pilgrimage. From the east, where we came, to the west, where only you may go. You grant cold metal the warmth of life, and let the machines bask in your great shining.
Yeah, I'm gonna
For
listen to
you,
this.
the shadows shrink and part and gather again only at your allowance, without form. Your eyes, the day, your ears, the priests, your lips, the radiant Sun King, as there was before and will be again, your light.
That was nice. Been a while, Namen.
Naman, I should have known if there was going to be a sun priest here, it would be you.
And if the Sun King had allowed outlanders to set foot upon the Alight, this Aloy could only be you.
There is
The
only, well,
circumstances were different.
technically
Only
two,
the sound of
but
the
she's
sun could
gone.
give you peace of mind. But if you'll allow me one
There can only be
pontification,
one.
Go ahead.
you've shown strength and compassion. Our enemy is only a desperate hate. Both sides claim the blessing of the sun, but the sun that I pray to, it would bestow it upon yours.
You know, Naman, I'm already under some pretty heavy divine pressure, but I'll try to live up to it.
The tribes united against Shadow. How could that not be the sun's will?
Yeah, the sun's will, all mothers will. Did the Osram have a god? Metal steel's wheel, the steel's wheel, metal's wheel, whatever. Aaron, what's up? Your men, are they holding their fruit?
Aloy. So here we are again, gearing up for a fight. Only this time it sounds like the bad guys have a lot more firepower. What are we up against, really?
Yeah,
I'm
possibly
not
a
sure.
demon space god
There's gonna be a lot of them, and they'll have
psychopathic
machines.
psychopathic
And if they get
AI
past
that
us,
that's
it's
going
not
to
just Meridian
awaken
that will
machines
fall.
from the ancient past to destroy the
rest
world.
of the world will go with it.
That's big.
Yes.
It sounds like our kind of fight. Right, guys?
Yeah.
Where do they put the vanguard?
Do this.
At the front of the line! And why? Steel before iron! And what are we gonna do? Hit them like a hammer till they can't hit back! Damn right! You hear that?
Damn right.
Nobody's getting past the vanguard. We're here for Meridian.
Fuck yeah. Let's go, guys.
And we're here for you.
Thank you, Aaron. Ursa would be proud.
Only if we win.
Ah, we are gonna win. Yeah. We are freaking ready, my people. Oh, and another journal. Such a close thing. It's been, what, 43 hours since Harris warned me? Said collapse of the Eastern Line was imminent. Swarms launching some kind of pincer maneuver versus the Wichita's Salient? What? 5 or 6 days more, and I think Gaia could have launched without our help. I really do. We had to scramble. ZD became a madhouse. Absolute bedlam. Every team rushing to stabilize code and lock it down. As Gammas got evacuated, then Betas. When Sky was on her way, I gathered the Alphas together to give them the bad news. Felt like I was going to throw up. But they already knew, of course. They knew the work wasn't really finished. Close, but not quite. There. Still tests to run, kinks to smooth, work to do. So they accepted it. No Elysium for us. We'll spend the rest of our lives here, testing and polishing each subordinate function to perfection. Oh shit, so once they got there, that wasn't actually their main... Well, I mean, I guess that should have been obvious. They did, some of them, I think... Yeah, one guy was talking about... but I thought that was because he died. May I misheard it, or something. But yeah... They weren't getting Elysium. They were going to be stuck in Gaia Prime because they couldn't travel. Because, of course, the swarm was still active when everything got secured. Gaia was gonna... It was going to take, like, Gaia, like, freaking 2 decades or something to properly make a code or something. At least that's, I think, what General Havis said in the message. But damn. Guess that's what you get when you recruit a bunch of obsessive perfectionists. Managed not to cry until I got back to my office. So here we are, setting up Gaia Prime, and yeah, such a close thing makes me feel nauseated all over again when I contemplate how the fate of life could hinge on coincidence. If I had never proposed the Lightkeeper Protocol, there never would have been a living spaces constructed here. If I had abandoned the protocol sooner, the necessary life support systems never would have been installed. If, okay, at least we won't have to endure the creepiness of raising and training clones of ourselves. The generic material was never processed out of the cradle sites, so it's not even possible, for which I'm glad. I really wouldn't want to spend time around a young Travis Tate raised by Travis Tate. Oh god, that scenario. No, it'll be up to us to perfect Gaia, one generation only. Update. That was General Harris. The Salient has collapsed. USRC expects to be overrun in 2 days, which gives us 72 hours at best to lock down and seal up. Buried alive, for life's sake. I'll go tell the others. Oh, damn. Alright. So, we've pretty much gone to everyone. Well, almost everyone. One more stop to go to before we get to the end.
Hi, Rost. I'm back. It's been a while. I've got what I need to destroy Hades.
I'm pretty sure we visited him last episode.
The Master Override.
Yeah.
Now all I have to do is drive it into Hades' skull, so no problem there. The final battle will be fought at Meridian. Hades will come for the Spire, and I'll be ready.
Go on.
I found out how Elisabet died. She sacrificed herself. as you might expect, said something about going home. I wonder where that was for her. If I ever find out, I'd like to go there. See it myself. Assuming I actually survived the battle at Meridian, of course. Which, let's face it, is... well... who knows?
Gone.
I won't be fighting alone when the battle comes. I warned Avad, the Karja's Sun King. I wonder what you'd make of him. Anyway, he pledged support. And Erend, he's gonna defend the Spire with a detachment of Vanguard. That's not all. A group of Nora made the journey. Seekers. All the way to Meridian. Varl, Sona, Teb, others. The whole little war party. Imagine. The Nora fighting for something beyond the sacred land. For a purpose greater than themselves. Well, I'll try to come back if I can, but... I guess this might be it. Thank you, Rost. Thank you for everything.
Alright. So that was really everyone this time. Now then, on to the battle. Except, not really. So, hi, John Glitch from the future here. Here to tell you that it is not in fact the end. And we're not getting to the final battle yet. And I am very, very, very sorry, but unfortunately due to the instruments I'm using to make this video, I cannot fit the final mission in with everything that I'm already leaving in this video without chopping it into little bits, which I don't want to do. I want to be able to fit the whole final mission in along with my final thoughts that I have at the end. So I'm afraid I'm going to have to end the video here. Despite that, me hyping it up just to end it here, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give a like, and I will see all you guys in the next episode, which will be the true finale to this fantastic game, and I hope you enjoy it, and I hope it makes up for not being able to put it into now. But yeah, anyway, John Glitch, signing off.